Okay. And my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at.
Welcome to Thorough Talks 215. I'm your host, Elias, and I got a goodie before I play the video. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's get to it.
Full attention. This is for gangsters. This is for gentlemen. There's two kind of people out there. I happen to be the boss type. I'm a product of my environment. That ain't the streets. I am what they made me.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. A gangster and a gentleman. A gangster and a gentleman. Shout out to Styles P. Fair use, fair use. This is a subject that I love to tackle. And the reason why I love to tackle is because a lot of men don't understand that respect is priceless. I'm going to play a video of a group of guys having a conversation. Fair use, fair use. I'm going to continue saying that because I don't want to strike on the copyright. Hopefully I don't. This is a panel of a group of guys. Some are influencers, the business owners. Fresh and Fit had a panel. And it's a panel about being alpha. The conversation is about being alpha, being a man. What makes you valuable? We've heard this whole high value man thing floating around for a while. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, the Godfather. He kind of coined that term, and then people ran with it. And people from all over the world have different definitions on what they consider a high value man and what's an alpha man and what makes a man. Today, it seems like there's a hit on masculinity. We're going to tackle it. Today, we're going to dive deep. Let's watch this conversation. Let's get together with a bunch of dudes. Let's see who's right and who's wrong. I'm going to play devil's advocate, and we're going to get to it.
Dumb fucking ass. But this is the whole fucking point. You have a weakness. Change it, motherfucker. How the fuck are you going to lead people if you don't realize your weakness is their way out?
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
They're not going to listen to you. You're sitting there possessing shit that they don't want to have. So, I mean, this is what people say. Oh, it's not about the money. It's about family, Wes. It's about this, about that. Motherfucker, when you're making money, it's about the money. When it's family, it's about family. When you're at the gym, it's about muscle. Whatever you're doing, it's about that. There's no black and white life. It's the gray area. You have to be good at everything. That's the goal.
This guy here, his name is Wes Watson, if I'm not mistaken. He is an influencer, blew up on the scene. I wouldn't call him like a new Andrew Tate. I would call him jailhouse Andrew Tate. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. He comes from a different background. He's been in the system, the prison system, for a long time. He's tatted, roided out. Obviously, the guy's successful because he's been on the internet for a few years now. And from what it looks like, he's made some decent money. His approach is the code approach when it comes to motivating people. Now, let me explain how this works. Some people, as influencers, personal trainers, therapists, motivators, whatever you want to call them, some people have the approach of hardcore, going at you, insulting you, berating you. And sometimes that works, man. In this case, he's describing what he believes is success. And there's going to be some guys that disagree and they have a different point of view. Let's see how it goes.
To really excel in every area. I roll in most rooms with successful entrepreneurs, and it's pathetic. They'll have like a before and after picture of their fitness shit, and their after picture looks like their before pic. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're not embarrassed of this shit? Like, you have enough money, and that's what you put out. You're that big of a pussy. Like, I just can't get behind anything that's not done at a high level.
I understand what he's saying, and I get it. He's one of these high-strung dudes that, listen, he wants results quickly. He's arrogant, of course. Obviously, he's arrogant, but that's the way his brand is set up. And before I continue playing, you got to understand, you have to eat your brand. You have to wear your brand. You have to live your brand. Breathe and die with your brand. His brand is the hardcore way. My way works. Forget everyone else. Some people have a problem with that. Now, if someone was to ask me, would you take that approach? Sometimes I would. I would take that approach. Sometimes I will take it. And there's going to be times where I deal with people with kid gloves. You can't come at everybody this way. This is a slippery slope. Now, it's worked for him. He has the demeanor. He has the attitude. So I can't knock the guy. Now, does that work for everybody? Again, it's not going to work for everyone.
So knock the one thing off the board first, then the next thing, then the next thing. Jados is ripped, rich, and rare. I mean, the whole thing. What's rare mean to me? It means no vices. It means no drugs, no alcohol, no bullshit. Not to hide behind nothing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want. I don't need you to be a billionaire to say you're rich, or other people, they'll see that even I rent my place. It's $95,000 a month. But they're like, you rent your place. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't understand how to even operate at my level. People don't buy a $24 million house. They buy $24 million worth of properties that would bring them more money. You don't dump all that into that fucking liability and live in some $24 million pad you bought, stupid.
I got to give him credit. I mean, he's come a long way, and people will criticize guys like this and say, oh, he's a meathead, steroid head. He just wants to curse at people, belittle people. Again, I'm going to say it again, and I don't want to be repetitive. That's the way his brand is set up. It works for him. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Fucking make investments and you bring it back to this. But everybody thinks they know some shit. And if you don't have the results that I want in some area, I can't fucking listen to you. So most people, I won't listen to them. What are they going to tell me? Some motherfucker comes up to me at the gym and he's like, hey, you should do your push-ups like this. And I say, why? So I can look like you, motherfucker? And the guy's like, oh, no, but like, it looks like you're going to hurt your, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm end up with your chest if I do that shit. Why?
He's one of these guys that he can talk that talk, but at some point it's going to bite him. Because you got to remember, people, respect is priceless. And the energy you put out there, man, it comes back to you. You know, you have to treat people accordingly. Remember, I say that.
Why would I want that? Or these motherfuckers go in my comments and I'll say some shit on purpose. I'm like, rent or buy.
Fair use, fair use.
Even do either of these, shut the fuck up and don't even participate. And they just get mad. It's like, you don't get to have an opinion if it's not an option for you. You don't get to say my chick's BBL and her fake tits aren't for you. You couldn't get her, you dumb motherfucker. You got a goddamn 3. And that's the worst thing about these motherfuckers. They try to give you relationship advice. Motherfucker, you got a borderline Miami 2. That's like a fucking Mississippi 6. Like, what?
The guy is brutal, Wes Watson. But again, it works for him. The issue that I have with all this, fair use again, is that he can gain subscribers, he can gain followers, but at the same time, he's in jeopardy of losing followers. Now, I guess that in his team, his camp, they're saying, listen, it's working. This is what got us here. He can't go back. He can't be a nice guy. So a lot of times when you come on this space, people, stick to your guns. Yes, you might have to tweak it. But for him, it's working, obviously. I mean, so he says. I mean, I don't have the proof, but it looks like he's rolling in dough. Looks like he has a good following. If you're up there on that stage with Fresh and Fit, which is a major podcast company, these guys, Myron and Fresh, these guys, they've come a long way. And you know, they've tackled a lot of issues. They fought a lot of demons, and they're still around. And they're kicking, and a lot of guys that when they're up and coming, they get on Fresh and Fit and their life changes. So I can't be mad at what he's doing. His approach is different, is unique. I mean, it's arrogant, rough, raw. He plays the gangster role. The question is, can you be a gangster and a gentleman? See, that's the toughest part. Some people can't turn off the gangster shit, and sometimes it bites you in the ass.
What the fuck you talking about? Don't give me relationship advice to my 10 when you got a 2, motherfucker. Shut up. But this whole thing. People don't think I'm going to put the measuring stick to their motherfucking face. They better just watch what they say around a motherfucker who's beating them in every area. And if someone is beating you, just ask them. Just be humble. Like, your bitch is better than mine. How'd you get her? That car's way more than mine. How'd you do it? You make more than me. What's up? Like, just fucking ask. And that's the thing. People aren't humble enough to ask.
He gets points for that. And so I got to give him credit for that. See, a lot of people, they want to trash the guy, Wes Watson. I'm not going to trash him because I didn't walk in his shoes. I didn't go through what he went through. You know, a lot of times when you look at somebody in their eyes, you know they've been through hell back and forth. And so I can't trash him. Now, again, I'll say it again. I wouldn't take the approach he's taking. I have a little more smooth style, but that's his approach. One thing I like that he said, be humble and ask. And there's nothing wrong with that. You see somebody doing well, you know, have a convo, try to be thorough, be respectful. Hey, how'd you do it? Well, you know, do you have any advice? There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of dudes want to be gangster all the time, and they don't want to switch that off and say, you know what, let me learn something. Let me talk to someone that's older, someone that's more experienced. He might know something. So shout out to you, Mr. Wes Watson. You get some points for that, Mr. Wes Watson. You get some points. I got to hand it to you because that was dope. That was thorough. You know, at that part, I got to hand it to you. You did good with that because I really believe that older guys, we need to tell the young boys, don't be scared to approach us and ask a question. It's all right, man. If I'm doing something well, whether it's fitness, owning properties, starting a business, women, whatever it is, just hear the person out. You might not agree with them, but just take a second to hear them out.
That's my shit. It's got to be across the board. You better have a bad bitch. You better be ripped. You better fucking be rolling some sick shit. That's what I like. I grew up hustling. There's be rims on my goddamn Phantom. Go out front. That ain't normal Phantom. That's a Mansory Phantom. I don't have the normal shit. Fuck that.
So he's doing well, obviously. The guy's doing well. Fair use, fair use.
It's got upgrades. Done.
Well said, Wes. God damn, with the fire. Shit.
I've been watching Goldie's content. That's the reason. I've been watching Goldie's content. He be getting me in trouble. My chick don't like his content. She's like, he's making too much sense.
Shout out to Goldie. All right. What about you?
Supposed to follow that up?
It's tough, right?
Get him.
Fair use, fair use.
You guys were saying earlier, I need to know what the fuck you said in English.
Okay, so my definition of success will probably be far different than everybody else's on the panel. I'll probably maybe be the lone dissenter, but my definition of success is having a family, having children, and being part of the apparatus of the world. And true wealth is a rejection of materialism. As Price said himself, what good does it benefit a man to gain the entire world at the cost of his soul? And essentially, when I think of wealth, I think of materialism. It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to become rich, become wealthy, but I just think it's all beside the point.
So what you have here, people, and let me explain this to you. We have an intellect and a gangster. Now, you can be both, believe it or not. There's a lot of dudes that come home that did hard time, that hit the books, got their education. They're still gangster. Don't listen. Don't step on their toes. They will show it, but they learn to control their emotions. They understand human nature. You can't treat everyone the same. You have the energy for one person, and then you have a certain energy for another person. Let's see how this unfolds.
Ultimately, you're trying to go for a single thing, and it's to achieve something greater
than
money.
The person. Does he have money?
No.
Do you have money?
No, I don't have. I don't have money. But here's the thing: why is money valuable?
Do you have money?
What is money valuable for?
I'm just asking. Do you have money?
I just said no. I'm broke. I'm a nobody.
No, but really, you are?
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I have to know.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have a Lambo. I just
really have to know. Like, how much?
That's Mr. Andrew. The guy is extremely intelligent. Fair use, fair use. And he is going to cook Mr. Wes. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to beef with Mr. Wes, but my dad always said, never raise your voice, better your argument.
What you got?
Probably the $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
Can anyone answer for the guy?
Why do they think I'm kidding? I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot of money.
You're doing all right.
Okay.
It's okay.
This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why not?
But if he does have money, he can say that.
Why not? Why can't you say it? Why must you have the thing before you hang on? Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed to ask the question?
I know what you're going to say.
Then what was I going to say?
You're going to say, why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so That's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about
You
it.
think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even
I
poor
was
people,
asking if you did.
Even poor people experience days of wealth.
I was
They
asking
can-
if you
even
did.
poor
I don't know
people-
who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
No,
it's
definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely so.
not.
Definitely so.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking studies.
It does not
bro.
hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
Why
Well,
don't
look
you
at.
even
Are
let
you
me
proud?
get-
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash.
When someone is losing the debate, when someone's losing an argument, what they do is they get emotional.
Emotional damage.
And they start to insult who you are, how you look, right? They start throwing shots, right? And as a man, you should never do that. Fellas, this is textbook 101. Stick to the facts. Andrew stated clearly, I'm a family man. All my money goes to my family. I don't care about a Bugatti. I don't care. So you have two types of people here. You have one that's well-read, obviously, speaks well, right? Has logic, is starting to argue with logic. You have another man that's emotional. Wes, you were wrong. You were wrong. Yes, I agree with some of your concepts, and how you go about things is questionable. Once you start going at him that way, you're wrong. You're losing the argument, and it makes you look weak and emotional.
Dude, pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been
Tell me you're fucking proud of
because
yourself.
I've been to fucking prison.
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No,
you
they
guys.
go to prison where they get fucking
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. So now Andrew, as a man, he has to defend himself. And so he's hitting him with logic and facts. A lot of guys, man, I've seen this so many times. They just don't put their critical thinking caps on. When you're speaking to someone that's intelligent and you start getting off topic, they're going to eat you alive. Wes Watson, you have to understand this man is a professional debater. This guy kills people. Go to his channel, The Crucible. Fair use. This guy will destroy you debating. Wes Watson loses his cool. Check it.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're talking
what
about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison where they get
Let's
raped.
do
Now you get your ass
Hold on,
beat
hold
in
on,
front
hold
of
You
on.
think
everybody.
that that's
Guys,
better?
guys,
You think
guys.
that that's
Okay.
better?
Let's let him give his definition of success, and then
Having tits and 10-inch arms
let's-
is what a
let's-
man is.
Let's
You
let him.
guys.
Let's let him.
Please
get his,
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out, and then
Tits,
We can have different opinions.
yeah.
titties,
Anyway, back to where I was at.
boobs.
Yeah. Okay. Prison. But anyway, if you want
Fuck yeah.
if you want to follow the successful
Every time Andrew hits him with the prison, it really bothers him. And what that tells me is that is his weak point. What Mr. West is trying to attack him because, the guy's overweight. It's obvious that he's focused on his family. He might not be focused on fitness at this point. This is the point I'm trying to make, that when you're this cold and hardcore with how you speak to people and how you try to motivate and make people move, sometimes it backfires. You would never get a client like Andrew to work with you because you have to understand human nature, psychology. You can't treat everyone the same. Now, if Andrew was another jailbird type dude that did hard time and was ready to go, I don't know if Wes would have had the same energy. I don't know. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. Fair use.
mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I
family.
do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society. And I do think that true wealth is the family. And I think that true wealth is having a wife, and true wealth That is what I think it is. And that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that.
See, that's what he's saying. He doesn't care about the material things. A lot of guys don't understand that having nice things doesn't make you thorough. Having a beautiful car. I know so many dudes that they drive a decent car and they act, that doesn't mean anything. You know what matters? The people that you love. I'm talking the immediate people, family, blood, and maybe a handful of friends if you're lucky. If you're lucky. What do they think about you? That what is success is about. Are you spending time, quality times through the ups and downs with the people you love? When you're in that casket, what are they going to say about you? Did you look out? Were you there? Were you there at Christmas? Were you there at Thanksgivings? Were you there at the birthday parties? Your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters, your mom, your dad, the bloodline, the people you love. What do they say about you? If you have good standing with them and you're cherishing the time and you're enjoying each other's time and really having love for the people you love and they love you back, even though you go through your ups and downs because it's not perfect, that what success is all about. The rest of it, big homes, nice cars, vacations, those are trinkets. Yeah, those things are nice. Success is having a great relationship with the people you love. Everything else comes second.
You're doing everything you can to support them. That's
then
what
when
I
you
think
go to the
success
beach
is.
with your family, they're like, "There's my stud dad right there, standing there.
Do you have
that stud right there with his shirt off?
Do you have children?
Look at that stud.
Do you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have 2.
You have 2. So are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If
else
they
is
saw
worth
me
more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero.
Fair use, fair
Look
use.
what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from
Sure.
nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining.
That
It
is
just-
Andrew's cooking the man right now. Sorry, Wes. Yeah, you've accomplished a lot. You have to know to pick your battles. If I was in that situation, I would have made my peace. I would have said, listen, I disagree with what your beliefs are. These are my beliefs. There's no way you should attack a person's physical inabilities to do anything, how they look, how they're dressed. You don't know where that person is. You don't know where that person's going, where they've been. Not cool, not thorough, Mr. West. It's not thorough for you to do that. You get you know what I'm saying? You just do. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm a motivator. You know, I inspire people. Yeah, there's been quite a few people that I had to get cold and nasty with, but not everyone. There's other clients that I have to handle with care gloves on, with special gloves on. Talk to them differently because everybody's wired different, right? People come from all types of different walks of life. You can't talk to everyone the same.
I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack.
Straight
You're gonna
up.
attack.
All right. Nobody's
All right. Do you
whining.
usually attack
This
armed
is
men
how
in
I
Florida?
talk.
Now you're threatening them. So it went from him being embarrassed because the guy is a lot slicker than you, right? Then you're embarrassed again because the guy is hitting you with facts. Now you want to threaten him. And this is why you have to be careful, people, because not everyone can have a decent debate. Not everyone can argue respectfully. But if you argue with a fool, you know what they say. People can't tell who is who. Let's keep going.
Dude,
All right.
look
Let's
at
just-
your goddamn self.
Okay,
Guys,
well,
guys,
I've never
guys,
seen such a
dude.
pathetic
Wes,
motherfucker.
Wes,
Okay,
Wes,
well,
let's chill out a little bit, man. A little bit.
This is not what men
Let's let
look
him.
like.
Let's let him.
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners?
Dude,
Is that-
Fair use, fair use. God, the ball is cooking them, Wes. Just give up. Listen, your best bet when you get cooked like this, look at Myron. He puts his head down. Bro, look at Sometimes you have to understand who your enemy is. You have to know war, baby. You have to understand how war is fought.
what they look like?
Yeah,
This is
let's
the
let him-
problem in
let's-
society. Is people like this think they can talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can. He knows he wouldn't do shit about it, and that's the problem.
I mean, you're the one who got hostile for having a difference of opinion.
Dude,
There you go. You can't get hostile because someone has an opinion. And a lot of you guys, man, fly off the handle. Someone says, hey, you know, I don't think that's the way it works. Or I have this. They're ready to go. It doesn't work that way. You're a man, be a gangster and a gentleman. And when I say gangster, I don't mean shoot them up, beat them up. I'm talking hold it down with your family. That's gangster. Don't abandon your kids. That's gangster. You know what I'm saying? Provide and protect. If you decide to make a family, provide and protect. Right? Be a man of your word. Pay your debts. Don't slime people out. Don't hurt your neighbor. That's gangster. And if shit hit the fan, put your life on the line. That's gangster. Then the gentleman, you got to have a gentleman side. You can't be a gangster 100% of the time. It doesn't work that way, bro. I done seen them all. I done seen a lot of tough guys get hit up, gone quick because they thought it was gangster all. You know, it just doesn't work that way. You can't be a gangster all the time. You have to know how to turn that off sometimes.
Check it out. You started coming at me about some other shit. This is what the show is supposed to be about. I like this shit. So personally,
So do
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy
But I
blood
mean,
sports.
We can agree to disagree.
We can
We
have
can move on, but
we can-
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, men don't have tits. We can agree on that.
He continues to talk about his appearance. Fair use, fair use. That's not how you debate someone. You debate with the facts. Now, when you veer off out of the, you know, he doesn't understand that he's dealing with a person that's way smarter than him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you got to catch yourself. Okay, who am I dealing with? You know what I'm saying? The ball's cooking me. You know what? Let me back down a little. Let him talk a little more. See if I can learn something. Sometimes you might learn something. Instead of fighting with someone, why don't you team up with him and learn from the man?
Physically,
Men usually have hair. We can agree on that too.
He has crossed over gender barriers.
Andrew's on fire. Jesus Christ.
I think we can see each side has different
By
opinions.
choice, crossing gender barriers by growing tits.
So, what about you,
He
bro?
ain't gonna let that
All
go.
right, nice.
Fair use, fair use.
Being successful is effectively acting on your intentions. And I think I agree with Andrew that your intentions must align with something bigger than yourself. In my case, it's God, the Christian God. And so a success to me is fulfilling on your intentions, but maintaining your ethical standards.
Fair
And
use.
if you're doing that as a Christian, you are in fact procreating. And if you're not, you're doing something that fills in that gap that's equally effective to contributing to a moral society. And I think if you're not contributing to a moral society and you're only contributing to a consumerist society, a materialistic society, that's the only thing you're going to worship. And
Fair use,
tons of
fair
people
use.
worship material things and flash it around, but it's vacant. It's spiritually vacant.
The craziest thing is, if you looked at the people who are supposedly materialistic, we've helped more people than these guys who claim
Why is
that.
helping? Why
We've
is helping?
actually
Wait.
changed more
Why is
lives.
helping important to you?
I mean, because I know what it's like to be at the bottom.
So, okay. So are you helping someone if you give them an expensive watch?
Why do you think we just do that? You must not know who you're talking
I asked you a
to.
question. You didn't answer it.
I give them the habits to build themselves.
What did I
into
ask you,
something.
though?
Said, am I helping them if I give them an expensive watch? I give them habits, a mindset.
So the
I
answer
teach
is
them
no.
how to operate.
So if you give them...
But you guys are assuming we're
Just
only
answer-
doing
no,
stuff
no.
about materialism.
Can a man answer a direct question?
Jesus Christ.
You gotta know who you're debating. You should have did your research. These guys are pretty intelligent, you know, and so you're coming from a different world. There's two worlds here. You're not in jail, bro. You're not in the prison system. The lingo this man is talking, I know it. You know why I know it? I have a lot of family members like this. So I know how to turn that on. When I meet or talk to a person like this, it's a different mindset. Your best bet is to let him talk and let him drown himself. Because the minute you challenge him, he's going to want to hurt you. That's how they resolve things. I'm not saying, listen, it's right or wrong. All I know is have that energy when there's someone just like you in your face, not when there's a family Christian man in front of you. These guys don't know the rules of the street, the rules of the prison system. You know what I mean? The code of conduct. They don't know this. These guys are family men. They're going to soccer practice every Wednesday, bro. Wes, you don't understand human nature, right? When you come out in this real world, into society, you have to treat people accordingly. These guys are not a threat to you, Mr. West. Come on. Come on, brother. You seem like you got a lot going for yourself. You're losing badly right now, bro.
These Karens.
The answer is no.
Look at these fucking Karens.
Go ahead,
dude.
buddy.
How the fuck did these guys even get up here? Why would you bring me here with people like
You didn't
this?
answer the question.
Dude, fucking shit.
We got difference of opinion here. Okay, go ahead, Miguel.
This is why they split it like this. I'm sorry you got put over there.
No, I know.
You don't really fit over
Fair
there.
use, fair
Some
use.
other little fucking lame douche over there.
Oh man.
I'll
Come
still
on,
answer the
man.
question. Is giving someone an expensive watch?
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an argument.
Like Jesus Christ.
They're skilled. They're
Fuck
skilled at
you.
some things.
Whoever
Hey,
fucking said
hang
that.
on. That basically. Right there just said, hell yes, shut up. That's fucking hilarious. You're awesome.
Wait a minute. Let's go back. So he asked,
Fucking
Hold up.
shit.
We got difference of opinion here. Okay, go ahead, Miguel.
This is why they split it like this. I'm sorry you got put over there.
No, I know.
You don't really fit over there. We need some other little fucking lame douche.
fair
over
use,
there.
fair use.
Oh man.
I'll
Come
still
on,
answer the
man.
question. Is giving
Would-
someone an
would you-
expensive watch?
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an argument.
Like Jesus Christ.
They're skilled. They're
Fuck
skilled at
you.
some things.
Whoever
Hey,
fucking said
hang
that.
on. That bass
Get
guy
you in
right
your
there just said,
fucking
hell
face,
yes,
little
shut up.
faggot.
That's fucking hilarious. You're awesome.
See why he's losing, and maybe you didn't catch that. He asked, Mr. West asked, would any of you guys hang with these guys up here? Someone said yes. Now sit down and shut up. That's why he cursed at the guy in the audience. You're gonna lose clientele. I get it that this is how it got you here, but you gotta learn to say, okay, let me switch it. You gotta have another side to you. Even Charleston White, fair use, apologized to Gilly. I don't know if you saw it. Charleston White said, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Gangster and a gentleman. It doesn't make you less of a man to say, yo, my bad, bro. I was wrong. You can't be a gangster 100% of the time. It's not going to work out for you.
Go ahead, man.
The whole crowd says, yeah, we'd hang out with them.
Different guys on the
this
panel.
is why most people don't invite me
Guys,
places.
Different guys
Yeah,
on the
we
panel
can tell.
have different skill sets and different things that they bring to the table.
We could tell his tits are all jiggling. He's got like a half a fucking jelly donut.
Hey, bro, your toupee, it's still back there in the back. Go get it.
I shaved my head, you little faggot.
The boy keep getting cooked. He doesn't stop. And you know what he's doing? This guy, Wes Watson, is dangerous. And I don't think Andrew has the street smarts to understand this can turn ugly fast, man. When you're dealing with somebody that's done hard time like that and they speaking like that, your best bet, it's not to say much because they're easily triggered. They are.
Emotional damage.
Their rage comes from a lot of emotion. A lot of men work in their feminine. Sorry to say it. And you fly off the handle. You're ready to hurt someone. You're threatening a person because you're working in your feminine. You are emotional. A man, a real gangster is stoic. He only gets violent if he has to. Not because a married man with kids is giving you his opinion on a panel in front of people. Dude, this is not a good look for you, my man.
Are you sure you shake your head?
Okay. We got
All right. Go ahead, Miguel.
We're on Rumble, right?
Yeah.
We're on YouTube too.
Oh, well, fuck it.
gonna-
We do it live. We're not on mic yet.
Live,
We do it live.
Bro,
Do it
George
live.
Michael wants his pants back.
Dude, God damn. Look at whose shirt is that? Dude, your fucking mom bought you that. Your aunt bought you
Oh,
that
God.
for fucking Thanksgiving dinner. That's like Oshkosh Bagosh or some shit,
Oh,
bro.
my God.
Welcome
Jesus
to the
Christ.
roast session today.
Dude, any of you guys.
What it
who
is, a
fucking-
roast session.
Holy
In the locker
shit.
room.
If those are men to you guys,
God
go fucking
forbid,
kill
God
yourself.
forbid you say watches are not important to this guy.
No, it's the thing about materialism. You
Yeah, you
These
worship it,
guys-
dude. You
these
worship
guys
it.
must have grown up with money. The
Bro, you
people who didn't
worship
grow up with
material.
money chase money.
I think that's what's bothering him. A lot of times you kind of feel like someone is insulting you because they're outwitting you, outsmarting you, right? They have a little bit more intelligence than you, intellect, right? They're using words that you probably don't comprehend. And we all have difficulties with the language, right? The English language, you have to really study and read and constantly read to get it right 100% of the time. I make a lot of mistakes. and people correct me, fine, I'm going to learn, right? Mr. West obviously doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to take the time to say, wait a minute. Maybe this guy knows something. He's different from me. I really get along with people that are different from me. You don't, like he said, I don't drive a Bugatti. I don't have the jewelry. He's different. Then guess what? How is he different? What does he know? How can I learn? Can we connect? Can we network? Can we do business together? You shit on him, you're going to lose maybe a client. I've learned that the hard way. Don't shit on people. Treat people with respect. You never know who can take you to the next level, man. You just never know.
Worship materialism.
Shut the fuck up. You don't
worship
know me, you fucking
I can
lame.
tell. I can tell by your speaking.
How the fuck do you think you
Listen
know me?
how reactive you are. If someone
Shave
says,
your goddamn arms,
say you can't deal with it. You can't.
Emotional damage.
He cannot deal with it. Fair use, fair use.
Why would I shave my arms? I'm a man.
Look at these pale
What the
fucks.
fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Shave your body. Aren't you a man?
Look at this guy, dude.
Okay. Let's let Miguel finish this real quick.
Fair use, fair use.
Hey, post these guys women back here.
Guys.
I want to see these guys women. Let's put these trolls back here.
Women are not objects in our world.
Guys,
We're not materialists.
guys, relax.
I've never heard more
Relax.
lies in my life.
Relax.
This is one thing I don't like.
Wes,
It's
come on,
people
man.
who lie.
Wes,
You're crying.
Wes, let's just
No.
move on.
We're gonna
move
continue.
on.
I
We're
can
gonna
make
move
you
on.
cry if you want.
We're gonna
little
move on.
faggot.
That's all
We're
you
gonna move
got.
on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move
I
on.
could if you want.
We're gonna move on.
That's all you got is threats.
We're gonna
and
move
fruit
on,
drink.
guys. We're gonna
I'm
move
a great
on.
speaker.
We're gonna
That's
move on,
good.
guys. We're gonna move on.
At least
Okay,
I can
Miguel,
answer.
go ahead.
At least
Miguel.
I can answer a direct question.
Guys.
Oh my
We're gonna move
God.
on.
Fair use, fair use.
I thought this was
Go
like
ahead.
some real
Wes,
shit.
Wes, we gotta chill, man. We gotta chill.
I'll dip.
Wes,
I
go
don't
ahead.
give a fuck.
All right, what's success, right? Freeing the slaves. That's what it is. Mental slaves, man. That's what it is, man. And I gotta agree with Wes. You gotta help people out. Like you can't, like, it's true. This whole thing, right? I came from no money, immigrant, Mexican, having trouble with the body. So shout out Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I got to stop it here. A lot of these guys, man, you know what's the real deal? The real deal is respecting the next guy, bro. I don't care what walk of life. I don't care what color you are. I don't care your education, what school you went to, right? What neighborhood you from, culture, religion. You're a man, bro. You're a man to me. What's going on? Look you in the eye. I show you respect. You cross me, then then the gangster has to come out. Every man has it in him, but you have to be a gentleman at the same time. This is the perfect example of why you want to listen more to people that you don't know too well. Let them speak. Figure them out first, right? And agree. Sometimes it's okay to play dumb with people and agree. Say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let them talk. Because a lot of times, the more they talk, the more they drown themselves. This guy here, Mr. West, you got cooked. You know what I mean? You think that the bravado, the tats, and being gangster was going to work. Not all in the real world, the gangster shit doesn't always work, bro. You're living in a different twilight zone. I don't know where you're living at, but in the real world, you have to show respect. You're going to bump into somebody with the same energy, and it's not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? So I advise you to start reading a little more. Start getting around different people, different cultures, different styles of thinking, right? Religions and just learn, man. There's a lot of people on this planet and we can all learn from each and every individual. All right? Trust me, you're going to live longer when you respect people. All right? Respect is priceless. Thanks for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. Before I let you go, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And always keep your head on a swivel.
This is for gentlemen. There's two kind of people out there. I happen to be the boss type. I'm a product of my environment. The name is streets. I am